Yes, Ndeo, and welcome back. So, taa wụ ụbọchị nke ikpeazụ n'ime afọ 2025. So, aka nọkwa m here na-ekwu okwu and reading out the content of my diaries. So, ihe gbasara whatever Mike na ụmụnne ya kpa ekwugaghị gbasara the whereabout or whatever that has happened to my kid brother Joe has prompted me into what I'm doing right now. Because actually, there are many things I want to clarify. That incident has opened up old wounds. You understand me? So, and I want to address matters that have not been talked about, which more chukode. That now this family has to go. I mean, we have to move on forward. So the bitterness of the past has to be buried. Forgiveness has to come. And them not remembering those things have to play a very significant role. But forgiveness nke mụnwa na-eme introduce. Forgetting the incidents of the past, all these things belongs to me as a person. Ndị mụ na ha na-deal on, ndị mụ na ha deal with these issues concerning the betterment and the forwardness of my own family have all retired. They have all placed their hands on the trigger, ready to shoot and kill. While my own, I'm always waving the white flag. I'm always the one introducing peaceful resolutions to issues concerning the progress of my own family. And this is the kind of situation that I has been in since H.R.M. And I'm now struggling, begging my father, begging my mother, defending Mike and Franca and Chinedu and the rest of them, defending them in the public, not willing to come out to speak about this kind of a thing. As for the need that we don't have to wash our dirty linings in the public or more, Mike was ready. He doesn't care. So nobody I can come here and oku because like as I said, only certain things I want to clarify. Actually, me may introduce what has happened to Joe. It didn't start today. It is a very it is a system that has played along since Mike Ishi Italy Yabara. The history of this family has changed. The landscape of what Joseph Abara and Celine Abara have stood for have been reversed as a result of this man's returning back empty-handed from Italy. So I'm going to dig now into talking about all those kind of situations and how we got to where we are today. So in the content of this channel, actually, that now this is not meant for entertainment. I'm not here to entertain anybody. I'm only here to read out the content of my diaries to be able to clarify certain issues. So only anybody more in this channel, I cannot replace their names. I cannot mention names of places that does not exist or replace their names with things that is not real. I have to mention things and people as they are. Because at the mama, this issue and then in future, these people might also stand as witnesses. So that is a point of a disclaimer from me. So Ekwela Moku Basara Otunde Anambra Ojri begin to introduce themselves into my family. Bewuzia Ndegane play, they are the people that dictate what happens in my family Joseph na Celine Abara. Who he won't Mike introduce as friends. Hashi, show me your friends. I'll tell you who you are. Ahunam Denu Mike, who know the kind of man he is. Till today. Those people are the ones that they are the ones that plays the piper. They are the ones that dictates what happens in my father's house. They decide who lives and who dies. In the face of Umafakaja and in the face of Umagangun. Yawurumu anamekwoku ne mention that na our uncles ndeke the contemporaries of my father or the pioneers of Umufakaja ndeke ojemana at first to the township ndeke no Lagos ndeke no Port Harcourt ndeke no Owerri ndeke no Aba different parts of Nigeria have ondelile how many of them were successful. They started, to business. They learned, I know no longer begin to learn how to be able to trade, begin to learn a different kind of trade. They learn the trade, they qualify, they started working, and then they become to be successful, and they raise the families of their own. Many of them are well placed, in Nigeria today. With our uncles from their homes, they begin to aspire into traveling abroad. Many of them have been very, very successful. But we are not talking about Umufa Kaja as far as Mike is concerned. How many of them are good today? How many of them are successful? Joe is one of them that has stayed with you, labored with you, did everything. How many people as a kindred? How many people did you support? How many people that have passed through you as yes, again, support? Where is his position as far as being successful is concerned? Zero. I can be able to mention now how many of our own kindred that ventured into you, that passed through you, that are now late. So this is the kind of situation that warrants Sumofakaja to be able to sit back and calculate and check what is going on. And this is supposed to be applied. Mama Ikeje may introduce these people. Ongonye no Mofakaja, Ongoye no Mogangurugashi, Nde Eshihole na Biaga. Who are these people? Before no China, Italy. No, how many months on Italy? Go back to Nigeria. On NMPC. Like as I said, these people are not. He didn't stay in it. In NMPC long to be able to accumulate this kind of people that are now friends. Yes, how on them Omitri at the time I was working. More Ejima run on UBA. How on them these are my colleagues. Nothing like that. Society, all the understandable. Anybody can belong to whosoever he wants. Wherever society you want to belong, whatever. I'm sure I'm a Catholic. I affiliate myself with with Catholic, and there are people that will be seeing me. One day in the father more, one day in the Muna Haji Raymond, a Pentecostal, a cherubim, whatever, celestial, whatever denomination that I belong, I must be and identified with people from that particular and that enclave. Contrary is the case. Anybody you can bow down to it. It's not a problem. That is your own choice. Whatever name you give your own society, that is what you belong. It is okay. But when it comes to the fact that now monagi kuru ngone this family, monagi kuru ngone papa, monagi kuru ngone mama, monagi kuru ngone munne, you have to put me into consideration that yes, anyone may say in what happens in my family. Anyone may say to be able to partake in the decision making of the progress of my own immediate family, especially in a situation whereby papa ma olam sit him down, bamoku, mama ma bon sit him down, bamoku. So anyone that right to be able to participate, to be able to call somebody whom I thought was my senior brother, where she how are we going to do it? But in the situation I'm not in now, this guy, Mike, decided that he wants to eliminate and then relegate my own position as the second son of Joseph Abara, replace him with Franca. So not even replacing me with Franca. Franca is the senior. Franca was opera in that family. This thing began in those in the 80s when I began to see how Franca was, dancing around, how Franca's involvement within the group, Mike Jabota. I begin to think that this man is having some things to do with Franca. Later, I found out that it was not. No care anything to do with Franca. I'm going to role Franca played in that. With those people, something was going on, which in the future I will want to find out. Inquiries that will be made. I'm not asking somebody else to do it. Onye ga-eshiga afara kan bịa jụọ shi ndị mụ na ha jaji anyị mulo nakwa na amiaka n'imi iteri mama anyị What are they doing? Ha kulie n'abalị je na-efegharị ha ifecha abada kodo onye ga-ama anyị that na onye mụ na ya inside the bedroom is not truly my senior brother. Where did he go in the middle of the night? I am the one that we say. And when you get that investigation, I rose up and I went to Lagos and I began to check who are these people. What is Franca doing? What is Mike doing? What is Ike doing? What is Chinedu doing? What is Joe doing? Apprehend them. This is my own duty to be able to investigate members of my own family, because yakwa mwa onye omega that kind of a thing. Them mega introduce into my own family. Aga hajukwa shi onye, especially when they begin to show some kind of attitude that is not consistent with the pattern our parents the parents are they have the right to ask me questions, and I need to be able to give them a cogent explanation of the kind of the caliber of people I am introducing into my family as friends. So whatever that I'm going to discuss is going to be centered towards trying to examine the content of Franca's email. A coward person, because I have to endure. I have to keep silent. I have to bury the hatches so that we can be able to move on and we don't have to wash our dirty linings in the public. You lose all my respect. A coward, somebody who cannot be able to stand up and defend whatever that was not right that is happening in my family. But I can defend them. I may defend them. That I have made effort, and what I did was reasonable effort that anybody should be able to make in order to defend his own family. I'm not a coward, but many things I have swallowed. Handa haneme more wuchukode and keep quiet. Now onye corpora respect. Where did he position the respect I gave to him? Because respect is reciprocal. I give you respect and then you offer your own to me. Whatever that has happened, we now point as how did Mike begin to use Franca to replace himself. Now, are they opera onye opera now? Onye gonna rule inside this my father's house? Mama anyo Franca osuppository boronde dia may introduce ana ego dia kwa dowry ya ewure ajiji meje your father's house ko she kwanu ge rodi gi we man padi we man powula in your husband's house. You notify your brothers and I may intervene, set log that now you are in peaceful with your husband, but not you coming to dictate, coming to play the role of a senior brother, which is the position that Mike has played you. Is that okay for me? Is that what I have always wanted? I'm going to continue here to be able to dictate, to be able to talk, explain what has happened to Joe. Thank you for listening.